Good morning, Mr. Wilson. I'll be with you in just a minute here. This is Judge Middleton. This is an arraignment. Actually, it's just a continuation of a sentence in file 192048FY. You were charged with a probation violation on attempted resisting and obstructing a police officer. I ordered that you serve 180 days, credit 3, leaving 177 days. You turn yourself in on September 10th, and you didn't do that. And then you got picked up on a bench warrant. There's really nothing else to say. I've already imposed the sentence. When did you get arrested? Last night?
No, Your Honor, I was arrested on the 15th of this month. This is my 11th day in custody.
All right, where were you arrested?
I was arrested in Taney County, Missouri, and extradited back here.
All right.
I was arrested on this warrant. I don't have any charges or anything at all in Missouri.
All right. So this is your 11th day, you said?
12th day, Your Honor.
All right. What were you doing down there?
Your Honor, I'm a manufacturing engineer for the Ingersoll Rand Company in Springfield, Missouri. I was working there. My fiance from here and I moved there for work.
Sounds like a good plan, except you failed to show up for the 177 days of jail I ordered. I'll amend this. You've still got to see Judge Stutzman. You failed to appear for a sentence in the circuit court also. So 12 days plus 3, 180 days, credit 15. Leaving 165 days concurrent with the earlier case. Have you seen Judge Stutzman yet?
No, Your Honor, I have not.
Well, they've got to get your other case sentenced. You pled to I think an assault charge. Anyway, I'm not going to order any additional sanction. I'm just going to go with the original sentence of 180 days. You now have 15 days credit. The circuit court will be seeing you sometime later here this morning or this afternoon. Good luck, Mr. Wilson. I know this turned your world upside down, but you went out and started a new life before you finished all the things you had to do in your old life. All right, good luck, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay. That's not the record.
Hello, Judge.
Good morning. I just was looking at the new record and realized Mr. Kaufman has another DWLS which is 21756 ST. He is set for arraignment in front of Judge Pattison on June 7th. He missed his arraignment. So our plea agreement took care of 21686, 21588, 21407, and he pled in 219 and 218. So 3 other driving suspendeds got dismissed, but he got another driving suspended in April after we took this plea. April 17th, I think. Might as well arraign him on that while he's here, but I'm gonna have to do a custom query because there's cases that aren't in here.
Yeah, I don't have.
It started as a White Pigeon case, and then White Pigeon said, no, it's a state case, so let me get in it.
I
See what I can
have
find.
it. I didn't know that it had a case number for district yet because it's scheduled for arraignment on June 7th. So, and what day did he enter his plea on this one?
I believe the 8th of April.
Yeah, Casey from our office.
Driving suspended
authorized
second, no cycle endorsement and improper plate.
Yeah, that was signed
Fifth
on.
time caught driving suspended in 4 months. Going to get food at 11 o'clock at night. And it was Matt Hansen. He's mad at Matt Hansen.
Curse him for enforcing these laws.
Let me look at that date of that ticket again. April 9th, it was the next day.
Well, I'm ready for sentencing as soon as they get here.
He checked in with the court on May 17th, which is a good sign, and said he gave an updated address. I believe he still has an open warrant from Eaton County. We'll discuss that when Melissa gets here. Good afternoon, or good morning, Melissa.
Good morning.
We set this at 11:30 to accommodate your schedule, and apparently it worked out. You must have finished what you had at 11. We're on the record now, and we are on YouTube and Zoom. We're discussing some things. Mr. Kaufman got another driving suspended ticket the day after our last hearing. We were here on April 8th. Or he entered a plea on April 8th, and he was set for sentencing on the 17th, and we adjourned it, but we didn't realize it at the time. He'd gotten another ticket, which is not you haven't been appointed on it. He hasn't been arraigned yet. But the very next day after he entered his plea, he got another ticket by Officer Hansen. So he was here on the 17th and gave an update on his address, and he knew he had the hearing on June 7th. He's not here yet.
No. I mailed the notices to him the date that we received them from the court to the Shipshewana address.
Well, and we told him on the record when the next date was, so we'll see whether he appears. I had a phone number, but I don't believe it was valid. He pled to the no insurance and driving suspended second. And the other cases were dismissed, but let me try that number.
Please leave your message for...
This is Judge Middleton calling for Lauren Kaufman. I'm in the courtroom. Your attorney, Melissa Halleck, is here with us, as is the prosecutor. You were to appear this morning at 11:30 for sentence. You're not here. I will be issuing a bench warrant for your arrest. I suggest you call your attorney, Ms. Halleck. Thank you. Have a nice day. We'll wait a couple minutes here, but I don't know whether that even was a valid number. I estimate about 1 for 20 on phone calls to actually reach somebody.
Yeah. It's pretty rough.
No, he clearly knew the date.
Maybe he's in custody.
Well, let's take a look. It's possible.
He will be soon if he's not already. I'm making a timeline. It's taking a minute, so.
Timeline of how much time we spend waiting.
How many times he hasn't appeared, how many times he's been arrested.
Ooh.
Well, he's not in custody.
Good thing I have legal size paper.
Yeah. Will you give me a copy of that for my file?
It's my own work product, so sorry, you got to do your own.
Come on.
I think that's probably public information. You just compile it. Well, anyway, He knows when he was supposed to be here. Let's make a formal record here.
Okay.
This is file 219 and 218 in the matter of people. This is Lauren Daniel Kaufman. Mr. Kaufman has been a frequent visitor here to 3B District Court in the last few months. In this case, on the 8th of April, he pled guilty to an encompassing plea agreement. He pled guilty to driving suspended second in file 21219 that occurred on January 30th. He also pled to no insurance. A charge of driving suspended second in file 21686 was dismissed. File of driving suspended second in 21588, that was March 18th. Another driving suspended 225 and file 21407 were dismissed. So he had 4 total driving suspended second cases in about a month and a half. So he entered a plea. I set the matter for sentencing for May 17th. The defendant also, I believe, had an open warrant from Eaton County, Michigan, but I don't think they would extradite or bring him in within a certain distance. We set the matter for sentencing for last week, May 17th at 11. The defendant indicated he had symptoms and thought he perhaps was positive for COVID. I directed him to get a COVID test, appear this morning at 11:30 and bring the results. In looking at the files, I then realized that the very next day after his plea on April 8th, he got another driving suspended ticket in White Pigeon on April 9th. No plate, no cycle endorsement, and DWLS second. That's set for arraignment on June 7th. He's not here this morning. We set this for a specific time that would be available for Ms. Halleck. She is present. Have you had any contact with him since last week?
No, Your Honor.
Well, I'm going to do an immediate bench warrant. No 48-hour hold. Not the first time defendant has failed to appear. I'll note has an arraignment set in 2-1-7, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 4, 6, 7. Okay, I don't think he's coming. If he does, I'll summon you both. If he does, I think I'll just direct him to go to the jail. We'll have to wait to see Deborah's timeline.
I'll make a nice graphic with it, like little motorcycles and cars, depending on what he was driving.
This was a car, I think. It was January, so. All right. Well,
the new one was a motorcycle. We're switching it up, so.
Let's stop the live feed. And Deborah, I've got zoning matters all afternoon, so I won't see you, I guess, till tomorrow.